welcome back to another video. I'm World War Doofus, and in today's video we are doing an RMK. Currently I'm exploring a random forest somewhere in Germany dressed as a German Bundeswehr soldier, as I am currently training for the German Bundeswehr army. That's not the topic of today's video, and I would like to apologize. I have not put out an RMK in a while, so I am very sorry for that. The answer, laziness. Is that a good answer? No, of course not. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. The first submission was submitted by Punisher, and his kit's pretty cool. And as you'll see in this video, there are a lot of Vietnam kits. So I guess you could say the theme for this video is Vietnam with a couple other kits added. Okay, back on the topic. Punisher, let's take a look at your kit. So Punisher here did an officer impression of the Vietnam War. This looks to be maybe early war. He's wearing first pattern fatigues here. At least the pants he is, and he's got some he's wearing M56, which is really cool. So he's got the classic M56 loadout with the M61 butt pack, a very classic iconic loadout. But not only does he have M56, he also has a 1911 holster and magazine pouch, which is really cool. The holster is from 1965, and that's not all. He also has a PR6 walkie-talkie, an M8 smoke grenade in white, and an M18 smoke grenade in violet, and also a Red Star cluster. This is a really cool kit, just looking at it without even diving into it. And the walkie-talkie, the smoke grenade, and the 1911 really brings this kit together, and I think it's a really good kit since he's portraying an officer from the Vietnam War, and honestly, I think he nailed it. This is really cool. He's also got the classic M16 from looks to be SEMA. He's taped off the lower receiver, so I'm assuming it's the skull and that dumb little saying that says like stand back 800 meters or whatever in Arabic, but that's okay. It's still a cool replica. Of course, he's got the M1 helmet and the compass pouch and pretty much all of it. I mean, this is it. This is a really good looking impression, so kudos to you. I personally like this kit. The PRC-6, you may notice, is missing the antenna. He did say he is going to find the antenna or buy one, so that'll be really cool. Personally, I like his Vietnam impressions. They always look good and better each time he sends pictures. So I'll give this kit a solid 8 out of 10. This is a really cool looking kit, and can't wait to see what you have for us next. This next submission was submitted by Private Banan, yet another Vietnam collector. Let's take a look at your kit. It looks like you are doing an army impression. This looks like a basic army impression. Everything on here looks original except for the shirt, maybe the boots. I don't know if those are Rothko or not. Okay, so looking closer at your impression, you've got the classic M1 pot. You've got the elastic helmet band. Not only that, you also have a black Zippo lighter in the helmet band. That's pretty cool, but I don't know how well that's gonna stay in there. Also looks open, so I don't know, man. Okay, you've also got the compass pouch and the M56 suspenders, along with the 2 ammo pouches and probably 2 canteen pouches. As far as the butt pack goes, or the jungle IFAK, I'm really not sure. There's no picture to show the back, so I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you do have a butt pack or not. And yeah, so those pants look very used and very loved. You've got some holes there showing that you've been in Vietnam for quite a couple years now, which is pretty cool, showing that you've been playing hard. Very cool kit. You're making some goofy faces right there, but other than that, I do like this kit. This is just a basic army kit right here from the Vietnam War, so still very cool. We'll give this a solid 7 out of 10. Submission was submitted by Hoosier. He's doing a 1st Battalion of the 9th Regiment Cavalry kit. That would be Army, and this is placed around 1969, and he's got a very nicely put together kit. First impressions here, this looks very, very good, and this is a really cool kit, to be honest. He's got I believe was a working radio on his back. He's got, I believe that's a lightweight rucksack. I'm not really too knowledgeable on that stuff yet, so correct me if I'm wrong, or let me know down in the comments what that pack is that's under the radio. He's got 2 canteens, one hanging off of that rucksack, I believe. He's got a boonie cap stashed in the straps, storing or holding back the radio, and he's got a pouch which probably held I want to say antennas, but that wouldn't make sense. I'm not really sure it's in that pouch. He's also got a scabbard and sheath, which is very cool. Looking back at it, he also has, I believe, 4 magazine pouches on his M56 gear, which is very, very cool. It's quite a heavy load, I'm not going to lie. He's waterproofed the phone, the handheld device that's for the radio, which is also kind of a cool addition right there. And I believe his fatigues are repro. Still a very, very cool kit. This is very nicely done and well put together, in my opinion, and this looks really cool. This would look a lot cooler, and with that M16 or an M14, this would just look so cool. This is a really nice kit. And I forgot to mention, he's also got the sweat towel along with a can opener and a strip of matches in his helmet band. So this is a very nice kit and very well put together. You look straight out of Vietnam. So I'm going to give you 8 out of 10 because I love this kit so much as well. Next up, we're looking at Buck's impression. This is not Vietnam. This is 80s. This would be around the Gulf War. He's got the classic iconic chalky chip BDUs and helmet cover on his Pasget. He's also wearing a Pasget vest with the chocolate chip cover. He's got an M14 there and the Alice webbing right there. This is a very cool looking kit. We've also got a reference photo here which we could see, and I'll flip back to the kit and do a side-by-side as well. So this is a very cool looking kit. He's written his name Buck on the helmet band. That's pretty cool. We've got a very concentrated looking face. It's almost as if he's constipated. Are you constipated, sir? So this is a cool looking kit. He's got the standard, Alice loadout, and he's also got the M81 training butt pack on the back there. And to be honest, it's just a simple, very simple U.S. Marine Corps kit, but it looks pretty cool. And to be honest, I do like the look of chocolate chip, and I do want to do a Gulf War kit myself and some other desert kits. So this is a very cool, very simple, very it's a U.S. Marine Corps kit from the Gulf War. It's simple, but it looks good. And to be honest, I like the kit, and I like the look of the M14 in this kit. That's pretty cool. And so this is a good looking kit. I'll give you a 7 out of 10 on this one. This is a cool and simple looking kit with the classic chocolate chip, which I believe may be repros, but other than that, that's a very cool looking kit. So that's a cool kit, Buck. Can't wait to see what you have for the next RMK. The next submission was submitted by Jackknife. Now, I don't really know anything about this kit, other than it is a futuristic soldier, something like that. It's more of a cosplay. So it looks very Russian, and I don't know what gun he's using, but I believe he's using Russian body armor or something. I don't know. Let me know what camo that is down in the comments below, because it's matching. So I don't really know what this is at all. But I figured I'd throw it in here. It's an interesting looking kit. It looks very Russian it's like futuristic, and it's also stuck back in the 80s with that steel breastplate. So this is an interesting looking kit, very futuristic and sci-fi looking, almost out of like an 80s or 90s, probably more 90s and early 2000s Russian sci-fi movie or something. This is kind of a cool kit. I'll give you a 6 out of 10. This isn't a historical kit, but just a fun kit. This looks pretty cool. He did say it was subject to change, and so I'll give you a solid 6 out of 10. This is an interesting kit, and it's very interesting. Is that an Alice butt pack in the back as well? It's quite interesting. Okay, let's move on to the next kit. Moving on to some more 80s stuff. This was submitted by Freedom Plaza. This is a very cool looking kit, especially with the iconic M17 gas mask. He's got the Alice rig. This is an Army kit. He is portraying the 2nd Lieutenant of the 2nd Squadron, 11th Armored Cavalry Regiment on the border patrol duty, Bad Kissingen, West Germany, 1985. I probably butchered that pronunciation. It's spelled Kissingen. I'll put it down at the bottom of this video. Okay, let's take a look at your kit. So you're rocking the classic M16A1 rifle. You've got your leather gloves hanging down there, your flashlight, your M17 gas mask bag, and you've got the watch. Oh my god, when people put watches in their kits, it just makes it look so cool. because it looks personal almost. He's also got his name tapes, which is pretty cool, and I don't remember, I think those are earplugs hanging from his collar. That's pretty cool. He's also got the decontamination kit on his left shoulder pad, which is a very cool addition to his kit. Not a lot of people have that. Sometimes they do, and it just stays in the gas mask, which is very cool. He's also got the Pazkit with the classic M81 cover, and his name is also written on the helmet band. This is very cool. I'm almost wondering if this is like some family member or something like that. So he's got the speed-laced black leather combat boots. Very cool. Now, I would assume since there's name tapes on here, it looks kind of original, but I'm really not sure. So these could be repro, these could be original BDUs, I'm not sure. But this looks like a very cool kit. He's got the Alice canteens and the... these look very minty. This is very cool, very minty gear. And then, of course, we've got the M17 gas mask. Let's see, I believe... I can't make it out. I think that's an A2. Let's look at the gas mask bag, see if it's an A2. Well, it's a medium, that's for sure. I believe that's an M17A2. That's very cool. I really like the M17A2. It just, oh my god, it just looks so cool. So with this M16 rifle being used, it looks very cool and very early 80s. So very cool. I like that you have it portrayed as border patrol duty in West Germany in 1985. That's very cool. So I will give you a solid 8 out of 10 on this one. Way up there. To be honest, there were really no bad kits in this video. This is pretty cool. I liked how many kits we had in this video. It was a small number, but I loved all your guys' kit. This is pretty cool, and it's just really cool to see what you guys do and what you work on and all that stuff. I love seeing other people's kits, and especially getting to show them on YouTube. It's just really cool. So if you want to be a part of these videos, or just even in the Discord server to share your collection or ask questions about historical things and maybe help making an impression, or you just want to check out people's kits because you're interested in history and have maybe a grenade in your room or a boonie hat that's camouflage, whatever it is. If you're interested in military history and you like collecting the items yourself, feel free to join, check out the server. What you can do is you can go to my YouTube channel, you can go to the description and click on links, or go scroll where the links are, click on the Discord link and check it out, and a moderator or myself will ask you a couple questions, and then you'll be all set. And once you get into the server, you can go down to the RMK submissions channel and submit photos of your kit, and follow the guidelines on the channel in the description for the channel, and maybe you'll be put into an RMK. Other than that, you get to see pictures of my collection and other people's collections as well, which is very, very cool. I will make more videos from now on. I will get better on that. I just like to apologize. I kind of got lazy and slacked off. Also, just been kind of just buying a bunch of stuff and setting up my own impressions, so I'm very excited to show off some of mine. But anyways, this was a really cool video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So leave a like, comment down below what you thought, and if some of the things I said were wrong. Again, I'm still learning as we all go. Everybody's learning. There's always something new to learn. So yeah, this was a really fun video to make. So thank you guys for submitting your kits, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video, or maybe in the Discord channel or RMK. Take care, guys.